Well, just watch Lee Matthews chasing Burns around there.
Michael Williamson, welcome you to the grand final of 1975, North Melbourne versus Hawthorn. Davis of North won the toss, and they're kicking to the western end of the MCG. The umpire is Kevin Smith. Baressi's pulled the first move in this encounter by placing Goodingham on the bench and Gary Benton into the side. Lou Richards.
There's the ball up towards the Hawthorn forward line. Oh, they're all going. Gumbleton backing up very well, but his kick is hand pass is smothered, and the ball is through for 1 point. The first score of the day coming at what time, Mike?
I would say 30 seconds,
That's
Lou.
not bad, is it?
What do you think of the move? Farrant into the team, Goodingham on the bench.
Well, I think that was the logical move. I suspected this could happen, but only time will tell how successful it is.
Let's settle down to business now. It's North Melbourne going forward. Greg there on the wing, gets it over here to Crosswell. Crosswell of North Melbourne drives in towards centre-half forward. Knights is leading in the race for the ball. The Hawthorn centre-half back couldn't get away with it. There's Burns of North. He's grabbed high. Oh, and look at this. And a 15-metre penalty against Calvin Matthews. Burns of North Melbourne all prepared to go on. The kick from Burns going right up into the goal square. Moncrief backing back, it bounces through. It's a goal. The first goal of the 1975 grand final. Burns of North Melbourne, and that came up a minute and a half into the opening quarter.
Well, a great start for North Melbourne, and the crowd, as I said before, are really right behind this side. And that was enough to give you a lot of confidence. Back to the centre now. It'll be Big Nolan and Scott, two of the strongest players in league football at the moment. Not a good one. And North are under pressure at the moment as Gumbleton tries to pick it up. He's got it now. Bad hand pass. And there we see a shot by Martello. Not a good one, but it's a mark. And it's Rawlings got the ball. Dead in front. No more than about 35 metres out from goal. You can't miss Rawlings. He's got those bright yellow shoes on. Comes in for the kick. One goal. Hawthorn are now 1 goal 1. To North Melbourne 1 goal 6 points.
And that goal came up 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the opening stanza of the 75 grand final. Well, what an opening. Sensational opening. And we're expecting a sensational day of football here. There's Rawlings. Ball being brought back to the centre. Kevin Smith, the umpire, thoroughly deserves the honour. Moving into the bounce now. The crowd finding voice. A bounce, and they move once again. Nolan comes in there. Scott gets up with him. Nolan gets a tap away. It's taken here by Little Rawlings, who just kicked that goal. He drives down towards centre-half forward. Out come the North Melbourne backs. Lethal Lee Matthews picks up. Matthews is well off target, and he stuck it over the line on the full. Penalty kick to be taken by Henshaw of North Melbourne. Henshaw from the back pocket on the southern side of the ground tries a short one in here to Gregg, and it comes off. Keith Gregg. He starts burning. Hawthorn will be in trouble. A kick from Gregg, travelling in towards the centre. It's a magnificent kick too. Up they go. The ball not clear of Arnold Bridus. Rawlings comes in again. Bridus gets it over to Barry Davis. Davis up towards a half-forward flank, still on that outer or southern side. Malcolm Blight moving forward for it. Out comes Wade. Wade, a short hand pass taken there by Cable, who's playing in 44 Guernsey. Over towards Malcolm Blight once again. He's in the pocket and the ball trickles over the line. There'll be a throw in. Yes, Cable in number 44 Guernsey there, Lou.
Yeah, Cable in number 44, and the ball is out of bounds about 30 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Kekovich at the back, got the sit and got the knockout, but it's taken away by Jaworski. Gets it out wide to the half-back flank, bounces the wrong way for Rowlands, pushed out again by Feltham, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds, this time it's about 55 to 60 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Tension still pretty strong out there as Burns tries to pick it up. There's Knights going down, umpire says play on. And it's out of bounds again. The Hawthorn defenders gradually pushing the ball around away from the North Melbourne goals. Scott and Kekovich having a great battle there. He's tipped out. And a free kick will go to Kekovich. And a 15-metre penalty against Scott.
A good screaming now.
And this has got Sam well within kicking distance, making him about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. Well, there's Big Don Scott. You wouldn't think he was a fashion designer. It certainly wasn't fashionable. It's the kick by Sam. 1 point and scores a dead level. 1 goal, 7 points apiece.
Calvin Moore about to kick out from the western end of the MCG. Going to the outer side. Not a bad kick either. The players set themselves. Nolan's in that lot. Scott goes up, tries to knock it away. He could be paying the mark to Mick Nolan, yes. There's the big fella out on that half-forward flank on the southern side. Not a particularly good kick. Up they go. Jaworski knocks it away. Rollins runs into trouble. Could be holding the ball. Feltham looking for the free, but it's not to be. Umpire Kevin Smith decides on the bounce. On the half-forward flank for North Melbourne on that outer side, taken here by Rollins. The kick is smothered, however, by Feltham. Over goes Feltham, tries to get a hand pass, taken by Jaworski. Jaworski back to the flank position. Calvin Matthews knocks the ball clear. A big hit away, sends it up towards Crosswell, however. He's getting away from Hendry. Hand pass over here towards Keith Gregg. Gregg tries one in here towards Gary Farrant. Farrant is grabbed. The ball comes to Calvin Matthews of Hawthorn. Matthews back in towards the centre half-forward posse. Plenty of defenders there for North Melbourne. Crosswell with the ball. He's grabbed it, gets out of trouble. Crosswell now looking to that wing position on the outer side. Whoa, up they go. A great leap there by Feltham, but Scott's got the ball. Can't get a kick in. Almost forced it over the boundary line, but keeps it in play. They drive it forward, Hawthorn, only to see Rantel in the way.
Rantel on that half-back line. Always a very safe player. There he goes, the 31-year-old half-back flanker. The kick is out there wide. And a mark out there to Ablett of Hawthorn. Ablett drives it back now towards that half-forward line. And a good mark taken by Gummel. Just he knocked Rantel over that time. I think you've got to excuse both sides. They're both a little impatient because of the strain. Kekovic in front, couldn't hold that mark. Punched away by the defenders. Rowland goes for a hand pass. Back to Calvin Matthews. He's grabbed. And they're tackling pretty hard at the moment. Jaworski gets it back. Going after it now. There we see Hendry, a little slow to get rid of it. Tuck's in there battling hard with Cable. Oh, Croswell went through pretty quickly and the umpires found a free kick to Tuck. Free kick to Tuck out there on that half-forward on about 90 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. Cook in front. And a good mark to Dench. He's playing great football down there in defence. Quickly plays on. Out to the wide open spaces. Coming out as Bremner. Bounced the wrong way. Oh, two North Melbourne players clash there. Chisnell's going after it. Trots right on his hammer. And so is Bremner. A free kick to Chisnell, I'd say. A trip. Well, he beat the two of them. And a 15-metre penalty against Chewy Trott. And you can't plead ignorance either.
It's interesting that Trott has picked up Chisnell and Ablett has picked up Gregg. I think most of the commentators thought it would be the other way around. But Chisnell has got the ball now. The 15-metre penalty puts him slap bang on the half-forward flank on the northern side of the MCG. Peter Chisnell, the butcher by trade. Can he carve up the opposition? Down into the forward line. Oh, that's a great mark almost to Malcolm Blight. Kekovic has got it. Screws it back towards the goal square. And a mark taken safely in defence by Calvin Moore. Moore of Hawthorn, tremendous full-back, this fellow. His kick going deep to the half-back flank on the southern side. Plenty of Hawthorn players couldn't come down. Kekovic is there. He's grabbed by Calvin Matthews, holding the ball against Kekovic. Calvin Matthews in possession. Sticks it in towards the centre, actually. That goes Rantel, and he'll be paid the mark. A bit of trouble behind play here. Umpire Smith talking to Matthews of Hawthorn. He must have clashed with Kekovic after he kicked the ball, and the ball has been brought back, and now Kekovic has it. Sam on the half-forward flank. It's a big kick going out towards the pocket on that outer side. Wade went up before acceptances. In comes Tuck. He's grabbed. Tuck kicks. He's put it over the line on the full. No, must have bounced just inside. Boundary umpire in a better position to see than we are. Here's the throw-in right in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. In they come. Ooh, and out they go. Matthews dives on top of the ball. Burns is in there too. Cable. And Lee Matthews disentangles himself. Are those players revved up? A bounce in this forward pocket for North Melbourne on the northern side. And they go, oh, it's an awkward one, taken here by Peter Knights. He's grabbed over here towards Matthews, picked up by Moncrief, however. Chisnell comes in now for North Melbourne, a left footer by Chisnell, right across the face of goals. Up goes Moore, he knocks it over to Jaworski, and Jaworski breaks clear. A big kick in towards the centre of the MCG, and up goes Jones and takes a spectacular mark.
A beautiful mark to Jones out there on the wing, and a quick hand pass coming over here to Jaworski. It's a bit long, but he's grabbed it, put him off balance a bit. Now we see Big Nolan get it. Goes for a short pass to Sam. Sam and Tuck. But it's Tuck getting away with the ball for Hawthorn. Drives it back towards Croswell and Hendry. It's too long. And a penalty free kick to go to Croswell out there at half back. Score still level. 1 goal, 1 apiece. I think it's going to be a pretty hectic game before she's over. Punched away by Scott. Grabbed by Tuck. He's grabbed too. Umpire's not giving any latitude at all. He's making them both sides earn the kicks as we see the ball driven back by Cable. No, Blight couldn't mark that. Very good play by Moncrief as he pushed the ball out of bounds. Out of bounds on the North Melbourne half-forward line, about 70 metres around from their goal. Up it goes now. Sam Kikovich has a bit of heave-ho that time. Tries to get out the Cable. He does. Oh, beautiful play by Cable. Has a go now for Blight. A pass. That's okay, and Burns has got the mark. He's playing on. He fires. 1 goal again to North Melbourne. That's his second goal, and North Melbourne go to 2 goals, 1. 13 points to Hawthorn, 1-1, 7 points.
Coming up to the 12-minute mark in the first quarter. Burns starting off in fine fashion. Up on the stand, you see Ron Barassi on the right of your screen. Next to him is Max Ritchie, the chairman of selectors. Umpire Kevin Smith moving into position once again. A bounce to take place. 12.5 minutes into the first quarter with the scoreboard reading Hawthorn 1-1, North Melbourne 2-1. Here's Davis trying to get rid of that ball, but oh golly, is he in a bit of trouble. Scott almost engulfed him then. There'll be another bounce. Nolan moves in again. Up goes Scott with him. Nolan taps it down here towards Burns. He breaks clear once again. Actually goes across the ground. Cable comes out to meet it there with Welsh. Welsh of Hawthorn comes out beautifully. Well done. But kicks into the man. Cable knocks it clear. In comes Jaworski once again. He's having a bit of a picnic. Back to the wing position on the northern side. The ball knocked down here towards Lethal Lee. He gets his kick in towards centre half forward. They come out to meet it. Oh golly, there's a miss kick. Sends it right back into the centre. Scott and Barry Davis going for it. But in comes Ablett, the winger for Hawthorn. Ablett in possession to the half forward flank on that outer side. Out there is Paul Feltham. He's got plenty of time. No, he hasn't. Oh boy. He was on his way to the Alfred Hospital then.
Well, a free kick to Feltham out there at half-back. He was tripped up.
Tell me what, had Scotty collected him,
well, I'll say,
in trouble.
Waiting on Feltham now to bring North back into play. They're leading by 6 points. The kick by Feltham. Doesn't travel a great deal of distance. They're all flying. Hawthorn spoiling each other. Sam's down to get a free kicker in the back. That'll be the danger player, Sam. Slamming Sam Kikovich with the ball on the half-back line, half-forward line. It goes across to centre half-forward, and Bremner's taken a pretty good mark. That was off Sam's the side of his boot that time as he gets the ball back, Bremner. Back towards centre field. Pushed away again by Farrant. Ball comes back to Davis. He's in trouble. Gets it back to Nolan. Nolan's taking a while to pick it up. Umpire said holding the ball. By golly, he put a big dent in the ground too, and he went down, Nolan. Like a hydrogen bomb going off as he hits the ground. The ball goes wide now. Oh, Gumbleton got his hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. Players, both sides making mistakes. We see the ball slung back now towards the forward line. Oh, there's a free kick. Now it's finally picked up by Croswell, right across the face of goals. It could be dangerous. Rantel goes for a hand pass. Now he picks it up himself and he's pushed over the line and out of bounds. And there'll be a throw. Player down over there.
Henshaw it is, Louis, who copped that one before. Why he never got a free kick?
Oh, I thought the umpire missed it. The ball back into play again. Up she goes. Knocked away again by Hendry. Going through as Croswell playing the game of his life down there. Beautiful turn. Back on his left foot. And he's taken the ball across now. Up gets Feltham. Couldn't hold that mark at the back of Ablett. but he's first to recover. He's in front with Martello on his back, and the ball is out of bounds on the Hawthorn half-forward on about 70 metres around from their goal.
And that's where we'll take the throw in, of course. Burns, number 11. 2 goals to his credit so far. Moves into position. Kekovic and big old Martello go up there. Kekovic a hand pass across here towards Farrant. Farrant tries another long hand pass. Could be dangerous. Taken by Feltham. Feltham gets around Ablett. Feltham's kick goes deep to the wing position on that southern side. Look at the Hawthorn players there. Taken by Moncrief. Moncrief to the half-forward flank. Down it comes. Players overrunning the ball. Henry just couldn't get into it. Picked up by Kekovic. Kekovic a mammoth kick to the half-forward flank. They all fly. Knights knocks it away, but it's Blight appealing for the mark. And he's being paid it. Well, he must have missed that completely, Knights. I thought he'd hit it. And so Blight an enormous kick up towards Wade. Knocked away by Calvin Moore. In comes Keith Gregg now. He gets a bit of a shove, but he's still going. Brevner's after him. A hand pass across here. Taken by Calvin Moore. Moore of Hawthorn gets it out towards the wing position. In comes Murphy, couldn't get the run of it. Henry's there, but he's knocked over by Crosswell. Crosswell takes the ball. A big shot for the goals by Crosswell. It's a goal. Well, from our angle, I thought for a moment it could have been touched, Lou.
No, it wasn't, Michael.
Well, obviously it wasn't.
A magnificent piece of play on the part of Crosswell. North Melbourne 3-1, 19 to Hawthorn 1-1, 7 points.
16 and a half coming up to the 17-minute mark in the first quarter.
And back to the centre of the crowd, really jumping now, particularly those North supporters.